I don't know why, but you're making me think of is it Barney the dinosaur?
From looking at me?
Yeah.
Okay, and well, that's kind of rude, but...
Today's guest was the vocal coach for every cast member in Amelia Perez, Andre Cordova.
And I am the bearded beast of Sydney, Jackie Daniels.
And welcome to Sabotage.
Paris Park, Parramatta, and then all stations to
your mum's house.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Gorge. How are you?
It's been a stressful week, actually.
Why? What's happening?
A lot of expenses involved with moving.
I know. I hate money. I love money, but I also hate money.
I fucking hate it.
It's the biggest stress.
Honestly.
I sleep so well when I have money.
I wouldn't know what that's like.
Yeah, I don't sleep very well.
No.
But you've moved?
Tomorrow.
Where are you moving to?
Tomorrow. Just another part of Parramatta.
Out west?
Yeah. I mean, that's where I am now, bitch. That's where I done been this whole time.
Damn, girl. Okay. Wow. All right. Do you love it?
No.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Why do you live there then? Why do you want to live there?
No,
why do you move into the bubble?
It's more affordable.
I guess.
We were just talking about not having money.
No, I know. But also you get what you pay for, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean...
Is it that much cheaper?
Significantly, yeah. They'll tell you, this is when you're scheduled for an inspection. And so we are aware of this and make time and we are present.
Yeah.
And then no one shows up. And...
No.
Yeah.
Also, when they say, it's going to be in a window between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. That's not a window. That's a day. That's a day. That's not a window. Yeah. Narrow it down. Give me an hour. That's what I want.
Yeah.
My gosh. They're so hard. I say this because I actually was a property manager.
Really?
I know. Controversial. I was. That's why I think I know how bad it is.
So
it is a really hard job.
Oh my God.
I was scum of the earth, but I did it in the country though.
Okay.
And I will stand by and say I was really shit at my job. Really shit. There's a reason I'm a drag queen now.
Okay. Jackie Daniels. Mm-hmm. The name.
The name.
What inspired the name?
It's pretty simple.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
I just love Jack Daniels.
Right.
Still waiting on a sponsorship, obviously.
I think that would be the day you've made it.
I think, I don't know. I think about the brand Jack Daniels and I'm like, they ain't having a drag queen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't see a Jack Daniels float going up Mardi Gras. Do you know what I mean? I don't think
you'll be the reason people start saying, when you go woke, you go broke.
Tea.
Yeah.
I live for that though too. Because when I worked in hospital for a long time, I met a few of the reps who had Jack Daniels in their portfolio.
Right.
They definitely gave me some free shit. So I got some shirts and some free booze and all that sort of stuff, but nothing
Yeah.
Not a corporate sponsorship. No brand deals, no paid partnerships on Instagram. That's for sure.
I think they should do that with you.
I think so.
I reckon that'd be great.
I think so.
And all the controversy that follows.
Or I'll just do it anyway.
Yeah.
I'll just get the logo printed on everything and just wear it around and be like, I'll wait for a cease and desist.
Yeah,
because that's when I'll know I've really made it as well.
Yeah.
I know I've made it when they tell me to stop doing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then I'm like, you've noticed me. You know I exist now.
Because you're a functioning alcoholic?
A huge part of it. Hello. There's not coffee in here, my love.
No. But it's advertiser friendly now, so.
Hello. Come on, budget.
Oh, God.
People don't get that that's my name either.
Really?
Some people don't correlate them being together.
Well, I've always said this. People are really fucking stupid.
No, I 100% agree. And I kind of love that as well.
Yeah.
I love that as well. I think it's so funny. People have, as soon as I say that, they're just like, some of them are just like,
I don't get it.
Oh my God, that makes so much sense. I'm like, where have you come from?
I mean, did you deliberate on anything else or you were set
That was not my first drag name.
Oh, yeah?
I did have a first drag, and thank God she doesn't exist anymore. Her name, God, it's so bad. It's really embarrassing. My first drag name was Willow's Peak. Because I have a widow's peak out of drag, which is so stupid. But I think I just wanted to be like, oh my God, Willow is such a cute, fun, young name. It's so cute. That was obviously not the drag that I was portraying in any way, shape or form. So. The reason I think Willow died, R.I.P., was because that one wig, and it was a vanity, and it was blonde. Yeah. And to be fair, I'm not sure where I got it from. I'm sure I stole it from someone else, full tea. I'm sure I did. But I lent it to someone, and I was working in a pub at the time, and they were like, I'll drop it back to you at work. And I was like, great, drop it back to me, that's fine. The next minute, I was off for 2 days, and my boss threw it out.
He just threw out a wig.
Well, because it was in like just a normal plastic grey shopping bag. So he thought it was like trash.
And he didn't check the contents?
Well, he also thought it was like lost and found. And sometimes if lost and found sits there for a few days, he'd be like, no one's coming to get that. You know what I mean? Sorry, that's true in hospital though.
Maybe I've worked in hospital, yeah.
So that's when I was just like, and I got so mad. And I was like, that wig is so expensive. Obviously not that I paid for it, but I know it was expensive.
Yeah.
And I was really mad. So I was like, well, do you know what? I guess Willow's dead. Willow died that day.
Radical acceptance.
Which is, thank God, honestly. Can you imagine?
Did you a favor?
Imagine I'm sitting here being like, hey, it's me, Willow.
Yeah. I think the universe did you a favor that day.
I think so. I think the beard obviously helps with the Jack Daniels thing as well, with Jackie Daniels. It's like a bit more bogan, you know what I mean?
I was about to get into your aesthetic.
The aesthetic?
Like, what inspired your look, both today and in general? Like, you got this whole bearded thing going on.
I've always had the beard.
Yeah.
I've done drag without the beard before, and I've never felt like in drag. It was like, I'm sure when people like first get into drag, the first time I ever did drag, I had the beard.
Okay.
I've always had the beard. And then in lockdown, I tried it without the beard a few times, and I was just like, who's that? Ugh, yuck. I think also because even whenever I did clean shave out of drag, I was just a bit like, ugh. Because some people also think that I'm just lazy.
Yeah.
And think, oh my God, you're just lazy. You just want to have a beard as a boy. And I was just like, well, no, I never always had a beard as a boy.
Yeah.
But
God forbid that you actually went through the process of like testing it out. And
I gave it a go.
Yeah.
And thank God it was in lockdown that no one really had to see it unless you're on a really random Instagram live where I would get really shit-faced. And obviously no drag's perfect. But I always love that, like, wear something that's like, oh my God, that's so perfect. But I need to add something ugly to it to be like, okay, no, because it's not that serious. It's not that serious. Come on.
Yeah.
There's always a wink, wink and a nudge, nudge behind it being like, she's just wearing all the leopard print. Literally just all the leopard print.
Yeah.
I've come as a leopard carpet, basically.
Michelle Visage would love you.
Hello.
Right.
Hello. Well, we'll see if that ever happens.
She'd love the look and hate the beard.
Yeah, she would. She'd be so mad. And she'd be like, I think we need to see something different.
Yeah.
We need you to shave your beard off. And then I'd shave a beard and I'd get sent home. I'd shave it off and I'd get sent home the next day.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, cool. It'll be one of those ones like in America's Next Top Model when they shave their head and then they go home the next day.
Yeah. With or without the beard, people can still tell that you're a man in a wig.
I think so. Close your eyes, same thing. In or out of drag, close your eyes, it'll sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
Obviously, drag is exhausting and it can be like, it's very taxing on like your person.
Yeah.
Especially like, you got to be on all the time. It's not one of those, I always say, it's not one of those jobs where you can just, phone it in one day. And I'm sure you can, but to a degree, you've still got to be like, on.
Yeah, you
like,
can't go hang in the
say,
back or anything.
That's right. People always say to me, if I'm doing an early gig, they'll be like, oh my gosh, are you hungover? And I'd be like, baby, this doesn't happen if I'm hungover.
Yeah.
This can't happen. I've learned the hard way too many times.
Yeah.
I'm just like, because what you do when you're hungover and go to work, you wake up, you have a shower and you go to work and you do half the job.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've got to wake up, have a shower, sit in front of a mirror for an hour and a half to 2 hours, probably, and look at myself.
Cry.
Think about what I've done.
Yeah.
And then go to work and be on. I'm like, it doesn't work that way. It's too traumatic.
With your aesthetic, I noticed that there's like a cutesy vibe to it half the time. Is that intentional?
I like the idea of being like, because I have a beard and it's quite strong and it's like, you look at me bloke. I like the idea of being like, I'm just a little girl. I'm just a little girl though.
I'm just a baby.
But I'm also like 7'2" in drag. So
really.
it's like this little cute little petite giant doll.
Yes.
I love that idea of drag. I love that, like, I love the polar opposites, the juxtaposition of being cutesy girl. But bloke, that's a man, Maury. And it is, Maury. It is a man. Have you ever done drag?
No.
Would you ever do drag?
I don't have any desire to, but I am very confident that I would look gorgeous.
Do you have a drag name?
No.
Why?
If you can think of any during this episode.
Well, don't they have like, so usually there's like a format, right? It's like your street name and your first pet, or either first.
Isn't that like your porn star name or something?
Oh, give me a bit of both. what would it be? Do you have one? Do you remember?
What are they?
So your first pet, name of your first pet, and your first street.
Jasmine Prospect.
That's quite fierce. That's quite fierce. Welcome to the stage, Jasmine Prospect. That's kind of cunty.
A little bit.
If I did that version, mine would be Hannah East, which is just porn. Like, she just does porn. You know she does.
You'd get compass jokes all the time.
Always.
24/7.
Yeah, my name's Hannah East, but I always go south. All right,
love
Jasmine
that.
Prospect. I'm into her. Tomorrow we'll have there'll be an Instagram page set up and ready to go. Follow at Jasmine_Prospect, please.
I just have zero, like, my attitude and like my,
Yeah.
I mean,
Girl, I also can't be bothered if it helps.
yeah, it's a bit, not gonna lie, like we're similar in that way, except you actually have an interest in drag. Whereas
fun.
I'm just like,
You like watching
Yeah,
drag.
yeah,
You just
I
want to
like
be
it.
involved with it.
tell you what though, I only started watching Drag Race like last year.
Like US and everything.
I started with Down Under. Must have been 2 years ago
That's a
now.
good place to start. Because it only gets better.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I'm going to get red. Sorry, everyone.
No, my first one was like the first season of Down Under. And then after that was when I started watching the US season. And then I binge watched a bunch of them. Like I've seen pretty much all the recent ones,
The
like up
US?
till a certain point. Yeah.
Who's your favourite queen?
Oh, that's tough.
If you had to pick top three.
Do love Jinx Monsoon.
Yeah, fierce.
Obvious
She's in my
reasons.
top three too, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Incredibly talented. A soft spot for Willow Pill.
Fierce, yeah.
Yeah. I loved her on her season.
She's really good. She's really fun.
Katya.
Yeah, Katya. Katya's really fun.
She's fucking hilarious.
Really fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I think mine would be Jinx Monsoon, Trixie Mattel.
I was gonna,
Just clowny.
I almost said Trixie, but I'm like, everyone loves Trixie. So it's
Yeah,
kind of
that's okay though, but everyone can love Trixie.
Yeah,
That's why she's
but like in
Trixie.
terms of like drag, like compared to what the others can do, that's what I mean. I love her kind of like as this entertainer.
Yeah, she's
kind
like
of
she's a mogul of
Yeah,
drag.
yeah.
See, I love the idea of that. Like she is pretty much completely unfiltered. Like
Right.
I think I will watch most of Trixie's videos when I get ready in drag because I just like they just especially her and Katya. I just love the banter between the two of them.
Love it.
And I just love that she's also like 6'3". Like she's a big bitch as well. But she has that little cutesy little doll
Yeah.
vibe, but she's a beast.
Barbie
you know what I
stuff,
mean?
yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
love that. And then I'd probably be like Sasha Velour.
I've got to say though, out of the queens on Oxford Street that I've like, I guess, seen somewhat regularly or just seen so far in my time on this earth, you are like the funniest. Your sense of comedy and implementing that into the performance, I fucking love it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think I just love dumb shit.
Exactly.
I just love dumb shit. And if it's really on the nose, even better.
Yeah.
Like I love really dumb humor. Like there's no secrets about it. I'm just like, there's no innuendos. No, it's hit you in the face. It's stupid. I just love it. And I just love talking shit too. Like that's just
Yeah.
where I think it came from. That's where I fell in love with drag. Because when I
Right.
used to watch drag on Oxford Street all the time, when I first moved to Sydney, when I was like 21, I met the first drag queen that I saw.
Yeah.
And her name was Dakota Secret. And I shit you not, it was upstairs at the midnight shift, now Universal, when dancers do that thing and there's like a ribbon attached to the roof and they twirl down the rope and the ribbon and the... You know what I mean?
I ain't seen
You know
that.
what I mean? No, but it's like dancers do it. I've never seen a drag queen do it since then either.
Oh.
But it was like they're in a swimsuit and they would like doing all this gymnast acrobat shit and I was just like...
Wow.
My first thought was
They
like,
used to
is that a
commit.
bloke? Like, that was me because
Yeah.
I'm like this country boy from the city being like, that's a bloke. What? That's a bloke. Like, that was me.
You're just like, that's a man.
That's a man. What do you mean? Where did she put it? That was my head was
Yeah.
like, what is? I'd never seen drag queen before in my life.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? And that's why when I first saw these drag queens, I was just like, oh my gosh. I fell in love with it because I thought it was just such an impressive feat of like physicality and they were like
Yeah.
dancers. They were like cackety. And obviously Sydney's full of like that sort of drag, but there's also, and then a few years later I found like the campy drag and I was just like, I was like, I just love this. And I was always like I just loved looking at that sort of stuff.
Usually campy drag I'm not super into.
Yeah.
Like some of the looks and stuff, sure, but like yours resonates with me. I'm like, this is the campy drag that I want.
Yeah, see,
that's what I love.
that's also, camp just is so many things. Camp can be
Exactly,
so many different
yeah.
things. Like, obviously camp's also, you look at an outfit, it's like, that's camp, you know, but I say
Yeah.
everything's camp. Well, I was like, oh, that's camp. Everything's camp. And that's why I think my aesthetic came from is like, there's no rhyme or reason to what you can put on your body in drag and you can show yourself however you want to show yourself. But also I think it was more so like when I saw drag queens who had the gift of the gab and I was just like, I love talking shit too.
Yeah.
You know, I can do that as well. And I was like, because I thought I had to be twirling around on a bit of rope or something. And I was like, honey, I'm bringing the ceiling down if I'm on there, girl. You know what I mean? So
It would have been wild to see that kind of commitment for drag in Sydney because I ain't seen it.
there are some incredible dancers in Sydney still. There's incredible
are.
dancers in Sydney.
I don't think that they necessarily. I mean, to be fair, I'm not out like every day of the week. So speaking of which, with your 1, 2, 3, 4s, this famous slip you had.
Oh, girl, I went down hard.
During Mardi Gras.
Is it even famous? I think it's so funny. I live for it.
Yeah.
That's the part of drag that I love.
I'm embellishing the fame.
Things never go right. And I love when things go wrong. The last 15 seconds of the final gig for Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
And we're all just rooted. We're all just buggered. Like, it had been a slog. Like, Mardi Gras is always a slog for the queens. Like, we're working our little tits off, you know? And I remember it was me and Minx, and we were sitting backstage, but I was just like, just really buggered. Just really tired. Honestly, I did a brunch that morning. So I'd been in drag for like 8 hours at this point.
Ew.
And I maybe had 2 drinks at brunch when I was there, but I was so tired, but I was like, I just can't. I'd have a couple more beveraginos, you know, I'd love a beveragino.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm just so tired. I'm just like, I'm not in the mood for drink anymore. So then got to Imperial, did some shows. It was really fun. Great crowd. It was busy AF.
Yeah.
Love that. And then, last 15 seconds. It wasn't even like I was doing a cack and a cack and a cack. I just was like moving my legs across the stage, and one happened to go under me, and then bam, she went down hard. She did. And it was funny because my heel on the shoe that didn't even slip went flying into the air.
I saw that, yeah.
And it was busy. It would have definitely hit someone. I didn't see it though. And no one has made a claim to that yet, but I hope you're okay. Because Minx got on the ground too and was like, she's down, I better get down too and pretend it's part of the show, you know?
Yeah.
That is what a sister does.
Professional.
Professional.
That's a professional.
Well, I was just like, by that point, there was only 15 seconds left. I lost all the choreography. I was just down on the ground. It was so funny.
You did recover though. You did recover.
Who has the footage? Because I am not falling over with no proof of that, because that is the funny stuff that I want. I love that. It's so funny.
I saw it because you posted it. You're going to have to send it to me.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, so I can then include it for our viewers too.
Yeah, it's fine. I need to put it on a reel or something. I think I put it on my story, but everyone keeps asking about it. But I'm fine.
Lol.
I'm fine, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine.
I didn't even ask.
I had a padded ass. I was fine. I bounced straight back up, basically. The stage, however, is broken. Also, it's the first time I've ever fallen over in drag as well.
Is it?
I pride myself on being like, I've never fallen over in drag.
You're like, I've got balance. I've got...
Yeah, and I used to wear... and I was in these little...
You got gravity on your side. Well, you didn't.
I don't think I do, though. I'm so large. I'm so far away from the ground. And I always think, I'm not falling over. How do people fall over? Hills are so easy to walk in.
Yeah.
And also, I'm
not doing all
the cackety-cacks, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm like... If I was doing the cackety-cacks, I probably ate shit. But I was just moving from one side of the stage to the other side of the stage. I was basically walking. It was so embarrassing.
Yeah. You were.
I think my ego was crushed for about 5 seconds, and I was like, that's funny. That's funny. And I was like, that's exactly how I wanted to end Mardi Gras. My body just said, have a lie down. Mid-show.
Yeah.
Mid-show.
You're like, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, I was. I was so tired. You have no idea. I was so tired. I'm not sure I've recovered yet, but anyway.
It was a bit of a trial getting a hold of you to get on the podcast.
I'm just a busy girl.
But, yeah, you are
just a busy girl. It's really hard being a Tea4 award winner, you know?
Did you? Huh? Did you? I missed that.
Yeah, I won a Tea4 award.
Oh, tell me about it.
I won at last year's Divas 2024.
Yeah.
The infamous Divas of last year. I had been to the Divas once before, way back in the day, before I even did drag or even really knew about drag, because I worked for a magazine who we got tickets to it. So I was like, yeah, I'll go. And I was like, wow, this is like the Logies for Sydney drag. And I was like, this is so fun. And it was really Camp Night.
Yeah.
And then the year before, so 2023, was the first year that had come back after COVID and stuff. It was the first kind of time that I had really been working in drag that I thought, maybe I could have a look in here. Maybe I could win something, you know. There's so much drag in Sydney and I just never thought I'd win an award.
Yeah.
So 2023, I actually didn't even go to the Divas. I worked because I do bingo on Mondays and it's always on a Monday night. And I was like, I'm just going to work. And then I got home and everyone was like, girl, you were nominated. And I was just like, what? They're like, yeah, they read your name out. And I was like, what? I was like, oh my God, imagine I won. I wasn't even there. How embarrassing.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I was just like, and I literally was like, oh my God. People love me. They really love me. And I was only a nomination. I was just like, that's quite fierce.
Yeah.
And then the next year I was just like, I want to win this.
Like,
I want to win this for the Bearded Girls.
Actually, you know what? I think I did vote for you.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thanked you in my speech when I said thank you everyone. That was for you. But no, it was quite fierce, and I was like definitely not expecting it. Like I would have loved to have won, but I would definitely wasn't going in there being like I'm winning this shit, you know, because there's just so much talented drag in Sydney, and I was just like, so I was quite chuffed, and I was very proud. And I was just like, so I'm doing something right.
I love that you're so congenial with like the queens in Sydney and stuff.
But I am. But you know what though? No, but it's true though. It's true. The Sydney scene is not cunty.
You know what though? That's
It's not.
That's what I was going to ask. Something that I was going to ask is like, from your perspective, what is the drag scene like in Sydney?
The experience that I've always had in Sydney, and I'm a drag queen who like does not do drag the normal way, I guess. You know, I have a beard and I do what I want to do, and I work on my own. I do Kinsellas, but I don't really work on Oxford Street that much, you know?
Yeah. I do think that it helps how like you're very charismatic and funny and like I think you'd be easy to get along with. So that's
I think
like
it's all
part
just
of
like
it.
that's the thing. It's all just talking shit, not just like gift
Yeah.
of the gab. But also, I think when it comes down to it, you've got to people got to realize drag's not that serious. Drag's fun. If drag was serious, I wouldn't be doing it.
It's
I do
giving
drag 'cause
clown.
it's fun. Yeah, it's silly. It's not meant to be. I literally have a tattoo on my arm that says "drag is stupid" because drag is stupid. But it's stupid fun and it's stupid good. Like I love it.
Yeah.
And I've never had an issue with any drag queens. And I've always said, this is probably going to be a cunty thing to say, but I've always said the drag queens who are fighting are the drag queens who ain't working. Never had issues with anyone. I mean, as far as I know, slide in the DMs if I'm saying that's wrong. But
And then
otherwise,
after this, someone starts like a Jackie Daniels hate group.
well, maybe there might be. There's probably a group chat somewhere that I don't know about, and everyone's talking shit. But from what I've known, it's like got bullied heaps for being fucking gay and stuff. So I'm always like, you know, take it with a grain of salt what people say to you. You're like, oh, what if they are talking shit about me? But I'm just like, oh, the experience that I've had is like it is actually really nurturing. And yeah, there are cunty bits here and there, but for the most part, it's not cutthroat. People think it's so cutthroat. It's not cutthroat. What you put out is what you get back.
For sure. I think there'd be exceptions to the rule. Things like privilege and...
Oh yeah, look, 100%. Like,
that, yeah.
no, totally. I'm not saying that doesn't exist at all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I did ask from your perspective, and naturally that is
I'm
the
not
case.
saying that doesn't exist, obviously, but
Yeah.
I definitely think that, like, definitely not in like a girls fighting every day kind of way. There's definitely not like, I'm sure there's like, you know, exceptions for who's getting what gigs here and there and or maybe why, but from my experience, it's definitely not like girls are catty or fighting or, you know, it's just because I think everyone realizes
Like,
it's
you're
not
on
that
the same
serious.
fucking page
That's
for
it,
this
we're
shit.
on the
Like,
same
yeah.
thing. We're on the same thing. Ain't that serious, you know? I think everyone that works really hard in Sydney is what I've noticed is like you kind of respect drag as well.
grinds.
Like you respect the drag,
Yeah.
you respect what you're doing, and the slog. Everyone respects the slog that everyone kind of goes through, and it is hard trying to, you know, go out and get work and keep work and
There are things
who
that-
you fight with. Who you fight with?
No, there are things that pop into my head, and I'm like, I shouldn't bring that up right now.
That's it. But this is the thing, right? This is the thing, right? I feel like outside of the drag community or the world, there's always rumors and there's always things that people talk about, and they think, oh, they don't get along, they fight and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like, who's making up this crap? I don't know where it comes from. And sometimes
Yeah.
it might be real, but from what I've seen, most
I
of
care
it's
more
not.
about integrity.
No, 100%.
I'm not here for the petty dramas. I don't care about like who's beefing with who. I care about like, okay, well, morally, are they good or bad?
Yeah.
You know, and it's not always that black and white, but there are some pretty clear defining factors that contribute to it. So
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, I'm just like, well, it's nice to hear that it is like a pretty supportive
It's pretty chill
space.
from definitely from my experience and my perspective. It's pretty chill. I definitely don't see or hear of any real shit shows. You know, it is. I think it is actually like kind of nurturing and fun.
Yeah, no, that's
obviously
good.
there's exceptions.
Yeah, like Virgo.
Divas last year. But you know, for the most part, it's fierce. I love it. I don't know, I just love drag. I just really love drag, guys. I just really love it. You know, we're just a really big happy family. I love it.
I don't know why, but you're making me think of like, is it Barney the dinosaur?
From looking at me.
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
well,
like, the
that's kind of rude, but that's a huge part of why I don't wear purple a lot. Because either say, oh, Grimace is here, or oh, it's,
Yeah,
you know, Barney
yeah.
the dinosaur.
Yeah.
If we wear green, it's like, oh, Fiona's here, guys, look out. She's a big girl.
Yeah. Right now, it's like, it's quite close to Big Bird, I think.
Because I'm tall.
And
Where's the
just
bird?
yellow. It's blonde, yellow all over.
All right,
Kind of. I
honey.
know. This helps. The leopard print
Yeah,
helps.
I'm just a rich mum from
Yeah.
Vaucluse. No, no one in Vaucluse is wearing this shit, let me tell you. Can you hear the clank of my really expensive jewelry?
Do you make or create anything that you wear?
Do I make?
Like-
I made this.
Made what?
Like my dress.
You made that?
Yeah, I made that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I did. I promise you. Look at the
No, I'm
seams.
kidding.
They're not very good. I can sew.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm a seamstress. But I
Yeah.
can sew. I know how to thread a needle and thread a machine.
That's good.
But I'm not a couture garment creator, no.
Right.
This is a piece of fabric that is folded over my head with a hole in top. So,
Yeah.
you know, you make it work when you make it work. That's why I like a busy pattern, because it can hide all the secrets of the bad seams. But I always say I did textiles at school.
Oh, did you?
But I didn't do, because we were doing, this is so gay of me at high school, a Catholic school in the country. Year 12 being like, me and 3 other girls that were going to be like, oh, I wanted to do textiles in our year 12 year as a subject. And they were like, well, there's only 4 of you, so we can't put on a whole subject for you. So we're just going to have to put you in DT, like design and technology. And be like, but you can just sew.
do that.
And I was like, oh, well, it's not the same. Okay.
That's
So we
kind of
did.
weird.
So all these were really weird. We're like, oh, okay, cool, no worries. So then I literally, for my major work in year 12, I made, this is really weird. I made golf clothes. I made like a golf shirt and pants.
Were you trying to impress your father? What the fuck?
No, because, well, funnily enough, I actually play golf. Where we grew up, it was my house, backyard, golf course. So we were always playing golf,
That's such a white person thing to say.
It is the most privileged thing I've ever said in my life. Like, I used to
had a big plot of land and we had a backyard and there was a golf course right there and we did that every weekend.
I used to be junior champion at the golf club. So, I won a pink slip one year. It was quite fierce. So I was like, I didn't want to make a fucking shelf or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I feel like you did. One guy in our year made a golf cart. Like from scratch, a golf cart, like a full. I was just
with like a motor.
I'm here sewing a shirt and pants together. It was really weird.
I have a design and technology story. Actually, it was in high school when it was like required for us to do that subject. Like we had to make breadboards. Me being generally good at subjects, like I was good at everything except exams, right?
Oh yeah, too.
So I made.
I'm so sorry, pig. Oh my god, what a pig! I actually saw that Cassandra did that too. Every drag queen better burp on this channel now. I'm telling you right now. It's super sexy. She's sexy.
Oh my god. We had to make breadboards and we were getting towards the end of the semester. Mine was quite nice because I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I I had no interest in the subject. I was just like, I want this to look good.
Like a chopping board?
Yeah, literally like
a chopping board.
Yeah. And it was stolen. Like someone took it because when I went there to get mine, it was just gone. I was like, what the fuck? And my teacher was like, well, you have to make one from scratch. Like, and there was like 2 weeks left.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
In the end, I got like a C because it wasn't that good.
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't do well at my golf clothes, don't worry. I wish someone had stolen my golf clothes, to be honest. I'd be like, oh, theft, thank God they're gone.
No, but like mine was good and someone fucking took it. That kind of stuff used to happen to me all the time. I was at an all-boys school. I was like the perceived gay one, even though it wasn't out yet. People would steal my stuff, vandalize it, do all kinds of shit.
Pricks.
So, yeah.
Little pricks. Kids are cunts, eh?
Yeah, I want them to die.
Cunts.
I hate them. And they've only gotten more psychotic.
No, they're all fucking cunts.
They
I don't
all
want to
are.
read to any kids. I'm not out there reading to kids, babe. Everyone says, get away from the kids. Honey, get kids away from me.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd
Yeah.
rather you not be near me.
I plan on having a child-free wedding. Fuck that shit. I don't want your little goblins. If you show up with a child, I'm going to beat you the fuck up in front of your kid.
I don't do any events that if it ain't 18 plus, I ain't coming.
Literally. Oh my God.
That's so funny. Oh, DT. Oh, triggering.
But I would have done textiles and design. What was it?
I think it was called textiles because it was like you were working with textiles.
I would have done that at senior high school, but my parents being homophobic, like they had to sign off on the elective subjects that we did. My stepfather was a piece of shit about it, so I couldn't do it. Yeah, I was forced to do history instead, and then I dropped it because I was like,
I loved history.
I was in medicine class, but this was my undiagnosed ADHD.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I wasn't interested, and like I was just distracting people around.
True, that's probably. I think what I do too. I'm sure I've got ADHD, but
probably
I don't have time to go sort it out. I just know I have got it, so I'm just busy, or I'll just use an excuse, whatever. I loved history at school.
I liked Egyptian history, and
that's what I loved too. I love that shit.
Yeah,
I lived for that, and I was like, what? They did what? I think it's fierce.
Absolutely,
I think it's fierce. But then we had to do religion too, though. Did you go to a Catholic school? So we had to do like religion.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And I got A's, and it was like...
Yeah, I did really well too, which is really weird now.
and I'll tell you what, I remember one parent-teacher meeting thing. We had to go around to the different teachers. They were saying how like I did really well and stuff like that, and my mom's like, well, I don't want him to be a priest, like...
You can't be gay, but you can't be too Catholic either. Like, pick a fucking lane,
Yeah.
seriously.
It was so funny because I'm thinking, well, why the fuck did you put me here?
Yeah.
Put me in this school,
You
like,
did this.
yeah, you chose this.
What do you do? Well, I can't sew, but now I can't do that well either. What do you want me to do? Hello? That's wild. That's so funny. Yeah, I remember getting a principal's award one year for a project I did in religion, and I was just like, did everyone else just do nothing? Because
Yeah.
what the
Well, it's a
fuck?
bludge class. Religion at an all-boys school when we had a female teacher. Honestly, any subject where there was a female teacher, the amount of disrespect that they received.
Oh, yeah,
I feel
gross.
so bad
Yeah,
for them.
gross.
That was one of the reasons I did well because it was like I was one of the few students not treating her like shit.
Wow, I never thought of that. I always went to co-ed.
No.
All boys school is stressful.
It's unrealistic.
Yeah.
It's a
it doesn't make
nightmare.
sense.
Yeah, it's like, bitch, what, you expect to go out into the world and there just be men? That sounds pretty
That's what I
fucking
mean.
gay.
Like, but also, or just to go out there and expect to not know how to deal with girls
Interact with
or
women, yeah.
Oh, it's so crazy to me.
It's ludicrous.
It's so, like, backwards.
It is.
It's like dark ages shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sort it out. And then there was that.
And then the all-girls school that's like the sister of the...
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That shit, they go crazy.
I'm sure
Everyone
they're all
goes...
little bitches too, aren't they?
Yeah, I've kind of heard that they act like that. Yeah. No, but they're
Wild.
kooky as a result because they're just surrounded by only women and then we're surrounded by only guys and it's like everyone's homophobic. It's awful.
Yeah, it's wild.
You were going to say? What were you going to say?
I don't know, they're all bitches. Why did I say that? I don't know what I was going to say, to be honest with you.
Well, my sister turned
What was
out
I
one, so
trying to
yeah,
say?
that
Well,
kind of
that's
checks
fair.
out.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. That'll do it.
That'll do it. When you do make things, how long does it take?
When I make something, it needs to be something that I can do quickly.
Yeah.
Like in an hour or two, or like, in an hour. So like something like this takes literally like an hour, if that. I just don't have the patience. I don't have the patience.
I feel
I
that.
really
I feel that
don't.
so much.
I'm the most impatient person in the world. I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, if I get an Uber and it says 3 minutes, I'm so livid. How are you not waiting at my house already? Like, seriously.
How are you not around the corner?
What, are you not sitting there waiting for me to book my Uber? What do you mean? You know what I mean? I'm just so impatient and like such a little bitch about it. Today's not an exception because I was late. But normally I'm very stickler for being like, I need to be, if I say I'm going to be there at 7, bitch, I'm being there at 7. And if I'm not, I'm mad.
That's fair.
It's
I
never
struggle
me.
with that.
No, I need. It's like I think it's me being like, no, because if I say I'm going to be somewhere at that time, I'm going to be there at that time. For the
Okay,
most part.
yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
However, no matter how hard I try, or
Yeah.
like how much I prepare, something happens, and
Yeah.
I'm fucking late.
That's true.
Like not super late, not disrespectfully late. I'm just like, oh, this is kind of normal for him because he'd
Oh, is that a Latino thing?
apparently. My mother was really bad with it.
Big mate. And I'm just
Yeah.
like bad with timing.
Yeah, because I mean, she'd be like,
We're bad with a lot of things, obviously. I've heard, so.
yeah, literally. But like, whenever we had to go somewhere, we'd be quite late because she was still like doing her makeup and shit and all that. Social gatherings, apparently, depending on your heritage with Latin countries, it determines how much you'll be late by.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, so, I remember some guy was telling me, like, Chileans are this late, Brazilians are this late, like, Argentinians are this late.
Well,
Like,
this seems sort of like stereotyping, but anyway.
you lie to them about, like, the time that the event is starting.
That's fair.
And then they arrive on time.
See, I
This is
do
what
like
I've been
that.
told. I'm Peruvian,
That's
so
fair. That's
I
why
don't
I
know.
always say, if my trivia says from 7, I'll be there at 7.
Yeah.
We're not starting at 7. I'll be there at 7. And then we'll start at 7:30.
How long have you been doing it for?
I think I started in 2017. But like started is like, my first time that my friend put me in drag was in 2017.
Okay.
And I wasn't like I was a drag queen then, I just did it for Mardi Gras one year. And
You stood up and you said, I'm ready for
thought
Drag Race.
I was everything. Willow was living it. Willow was it. That's back when I had like abs and like stuff. So I was like, I remember I wore like this like Victoria's Secret angel moment, like which was a bra and panties from Kmart with a bit of black material that I tied around my waist, and I thought I was it. I thought I was eating it up. You know what I mean? In hindsight, I was just eating food. It was wild. But that was the first time I did drag. And then it's not like I was like, I'm going to do drag every day after this. Maybe later that year.
You dabbled.
Me and my friend would like, because I never painted my face the first time anyway. For the first few times I did drag, I didn't paint my face.
Oh, right. Someone else did it for you.
Yeah.
I thought you meant, like, when you said that, I was like, oh, you just went out there like nothing.
Yeah,
on
but
that
honestly,
drag.
that would have been better. I'll be honest. Yeah, that point in my life, that would have been way prettier. I'll be honest. It was wild. It was like, yeah. And then a few times we would like sit and have drinks at my mate's house, and we'd just practice makeup. Actually, no, I booked myself. I've actually told everyone that story. I booked myself. I worked at a pub, and I was like, I'm just gonna book myself.
Quite literally.
So I booked me and my friend to just come and host Mardi Gras. We didn't do anything. We just walked around in drag.
That's how you play the system.
Obviously, we didn't get paid a lot, but it was like fun. And then people sort of were like, oh my God, you do gigs. Do you want to come and do this? And I was like, okay. And it wasn't like a lot. It was like one thing every few months here and there.
Yeah.
So it was fun. And then after a while, I was like, okay, this is great. And I never did it full time or anything. It was just like we'd do a few things here and there. And we'd host like a monthly trivia night together. And we'd do this and that together. And then I'd practice makeup. I was still a mongrel. Still an absolute mongrel. I thought it was all right, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
And then thank God for the pandemic, let me tell you. Thank God for the pandemic.
Good practice.
Girl, I came out of that still a mongrel, obviously, hello, but like less of a mongrel. I don't trust a drag queen who was never a mongrel.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a mongrel phase, I don't trust that. Obviously, every white girl's like, do you do your own makeup? Obviously, fucking yeah. I would love if I had someone on site at my house every day to paint my face.
Yeah, literally, like,
that'd be great
for every
That's
gig.
the dream. Hello.
Yeah.
They're like, it's so good. I'm like, I'm not saying my makeup's bad, but I'm not a makeup artist. I'm sure if a makeup artist sat next to me while I got ready, would be like, why are you doing that? Or like, why are you putting that on your face? And I'd be like, I don't know, it works. Shut up. You know what I mean? I'm not like I'm not like a trained makeup artist, and that's why I hate. I don't want to say hate, it's a strong word. No, I hate it. I'm sorry if I painted your face before, but I hate it.
Yeah.
Painting other people's faces, I don't like doing it. It really stresses me out.
For other people.
For other people, like painting someone else's face. I've spent this long trying to learn mine and getting it right. And now I've got to learn yours in an hour. Because also they don't be like, because obviously if I'm doing my face and I want it to be good, I will spend a couple of hours doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if I'm doing their face, usually they're like, oh, and is an hour enough? I'm like, well, I don't know. I haven't touched you yet. I don't know. Like, I haven't seen your face yet.
You mentioned before doing it full time. Is that what you do, or do you have a day job?
No, full time.
You do it full time? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Full time clown. Full time clown. Talk shit for a living, I always say.
Not been hired by Cirque du Soleil yet?
Honey, they ain't looking at me. Oh, mate, for that, I was like, no, they actually move. They're dancers.
Are they?
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
They're doing the backflips and the splits and twirlies and swirlies. There's no clowns over there, honey. If they're a clown, clown is in the splits, honey.
I saw it a long time ago. We saw Cirque du Soleil, and there was a goddamn clown, and I got pulled up on, there's no stage. It was in the center of the thing.
Stop her.
And he did his little routine. I hated it. That's how you know I was a born performer, because I was I went the fuck along with it. Does your family know, and are they supportive?
Yeah. 100%.
To both?
They love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
That's good.
Yeah, they honestly, there's
How cute.
It is cute. And that's why I always feel like I have a very different experience than a lot of people in my life, and especially because I come from the country as well. So I'm like, I never came out. Probably more so like scared to be like, oh, just if I say it, it's real. But then after a while, I was just like, I think just say it.
Yeah.
I remember I came out to my older brother first.
Right.
He was the first person I ever came out to. I remember he was living in Sydney and I was living back home, and I was literally probably like 20. It wasn't like I was 16. I was like probably 20 or something. And obviously it wasn't a fucking secret. It was a secret that I was keeping, but to no one else was it a secret too. We were sitting in Darling Harbour, we're having beers. Sorry, tourism in New South Wales. But you go down there and you have a meal and it's like, oh, this is shit. Because they're not looking for repeat customers, baby. They're looking for just tourists. One and done, one and done.
Actually, that is so
true. Tea. Anyway.
And they're like overpriced for like a smaller amount of food.
Yeah, because you're not going back.
Yeah. I'm like, bitch, I'm still hungry.
And people think, oh, I'm just going to eat here because I'm in Darling Harbour.
That's on the thing.
Hello.
Yeah.
See, I know what's going on. I've got my ear to the ground. I know what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember we were sitting there. Also, this is me being like, I've just spent the week with the guy I was seeing in Sydney. Like, I was fucking gay. And then I was like, oh, so I've got to tell you something. He's like, okay. He's only 1 year older than me, so we're pretty close in age. And I was like, I started getting real stressed. And he was like, what do you say? And I was just like, it's pretty important. Like, it's pretty hectic. That's what I was saying. And he's like, I think I know what you're going to say. And I was like, you say it.
You were so chicken shit.
And he was like, no, you've got to say it. And I was like,
wow, that's really progressive.
And I was like, hang on a second. I was like, I'm gay. And he was like, okay. And I looked around and he's like, is that what we're saying? And I was like, yeah. He's like, all right. Cool. There was no issue at all. It was like, okay. I grew up quite Christian and quite Catholic, went to Catholic schools. And my brother, and they're quite Catholic, they're quite Christian. My first initial thing was saying that it's like, I know like you have like beliefs. I know that you have that. So like, I don't want you to feel like you have to like, you know. And he was like, fuck that. Like, honestly, if anyone's got an issue with it, they can fucking deal with me. And I was like, that's really nice. Thank you.
So
and then obviously we walked over to the Cass. On the way to the Cass, he goes, so you don't like tits? And I was like, no, not really. So obviously not the vag. I said, no, it's not really for me. And he was like, all right, cool. That was the chat. And I was like, sick. Love that. Even when I just started doing drag, no one really gave a shit, to be honest. The few conversations were like, so do you want to be a girl? And I was like, no. If you find a girl that looks like this,
Yeah.
I don't know, girl.
Especially
I'm
with
not
the
sure.
beard,
Do you know
like-
what I mean? Like I'm a clown. It's a joke. It's not serious. Like obviously
Yeah.
there's aspects of it that have like the female, you know, but it's
Yeah.
not like you look at me and be like, wow, that's a woman, you know. I'm aware, you know. I'm not like sitting here being like, oh, I'm so puss. Do you know what I mean?
Super
like,
delusional.
I know I'm not an illusionist. Hello. I'm not fucking Courtney Act over here, you know what I mean? But they're very supportive. There's like a family wall in my house at home, like family photos of like grandparents, kids, grandkids, like everyone on it. And there's photos of Jackie on there. I know. She made the cut.
Oh, that's cute.
But it's really shit photo. So it's like,
Like, when you're, like,
it's
the beginning of
pre-COVID
drag-
Jackie, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking update that shit. Seriously. Trauma. So yeah, I'm very lucky that I have a very supportive family. Yeah.
No, I really love that for you.
Yeah, it is kind of nice. And it's definitely not like I appreciate how lucky I am because I know it's not a universal experience
Yeah.
in the queer community, but I'm
Absolutely. Lip syncing.
Yeah.
What's your favorite track to perform to, or what's your go-to at the moment?
I like to edit a track.
Okay,
It's very
yeah.
rare that I'll do like, you know, just download a song and be
By
like, I'm going
itself,
to do this
yeah.
song on its own. You know, it's very rare that I would do that. The only song that I probably would do that with or like that I have done in the past is Leave Get Out by JoJo.
Okay.
That's like, I would say that's probably my signature song. Maybe like 3 years ago, someone recorded it and it went viral on TikTok because it was like me kicking people out. It's like Leave, Get Out, and I just pick them up and I remove them from the venue. And it's quite funny. It's really camp.
That's
And every time I
hilarious.
do it, people think it's so funny. People request me to do that for them. Like people
Yeah.
ask me to be like, can you do Leave, Get Out? Because Leave, Get Out, pick me. Like they love it. So I do that a lot. That's the only song that I'll do like from start to finish,
Yeah.
unedited, good to go, off you go. If there's a way that I can wink, nudge it, I'm doing it. Like I listen to the lyrics and be like, yeah, that's a good way to think about that actually. And then I weave it in. I was going to recently do Take a Bow by Rihanna.
Yeah.
And it's like, how about a round of applause? And the song just stops. And everyone claps.
I love that. That's so
And then it
good.
keeps going as a standing ovation. And then it stops again. Everyone stands up. That's what I want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So,
I love silly things.
would you do Drag Race?
Maybe I'll give it a go. You know, I've never say never. But I would go, I think I wanted to be Big Brother.
I see that.
I love
see
Big
that.
Brother.
Really?
I've always wanted to be on Big Brother. Ever since Big Brother started, I've always wanted to be on Big Brother. But then when they started doing the new ones and it's not live and it's all that bullshit.
I've never watched it, so I don't know.
See, back in the day, it used to be with Gretel Colleen hosting it. It was all live. Like, so it would be like, you were in the house for like, if you won it, you'd been in that house for 3 months. Like, you've been there for the whole fucking
Oh
time.
my God.
I would love a holiday. Bitch, that sounds fierce to me.
I mean, you do get like fed and stuff and everything.
Yeah, girl,
Yeah.
that's my dream. It's
like prison.
Just lie around, watch me take a shit. Go for it if you want. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? That's the kind of, I just think it's so funny. But now it's going back to the original version. So the new season coming this year is going back to the original format where it's all live evictions and all that sort of stuff. Fierce. I'm already going to give my strategy away. I'm like, I'm not fucking, here we go. I'd be like, because all the girls would love me, obviously, because I'm fucking gay.
Yeah.
I'm really cute. And all the hets would love me too, because if they don't love me, homophobic. So if they don't love me on
Yeah.
TV, homophobic. They're getting voted out straight away. So I'm good. Honey, I've already won.
Love that.
Write me the check, let's go.
Exactly.
I do Survivor for the diet.
Right.
I do Survivor so I get skinny by the end of it.
Yeah.
But
Just
I feel
don't
like
get sick.
Survivor's a bit more like hardcore, I think.
It is a bit hardcore.
See, I want to build a house where there's a jacuzzi. Hello?
Yeah.
I want to go shit in a hole, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
doing that.
they're the polar opposite.
But also people are like, no, surely there's a toilet. Bitch,
No.
No. If there was a toilet, someone that had been on that show by now would have said there's a toilet. No, there's shit in a hole. No, I'm not doing that. But I probably would. I'm from the country. I could do it. I could crack a coconut and sort it out. You know what I mean? I could do it.
Okay.
I'd kill a snake. No, never say never, but I'm not sure it's the top of my list. Big Brother's at the top.
Yeah.
Everyone listening?
I respect that.
Endemol Shine. I don't know who does it, but there. Big Brother, hook me up.
So we're nearing the end of this,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to grab something for for one of these last bits.
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
Open your eyes. What would you say to your
I
younger?
knew it was going to be that. I knew it.
What would you say?
You can't tell me she's not everything.
What would you say to your younger busted self?
Honey, also that's Willow. Cross that out. That's Willow, honey. Okay, that's Willow.
Yeah, like more like
Do you know what?
pre-Jackie Daniels.
You know what?
Yeah.
I stand by it. I stand by it. Do you know what? It could be worse. It could always be worse. I will say, oh gosh. That's the wig. That's a puss.
Is
What
it?
lace?
Is it though?
You can look at the lace on this today. Hello. Not this over here, honey. Wow. I don't know. Yeah. Obviously, I didn't paint that, so I can't be judged for it either. But but also,
we're a low
do you know
budget
what?
production
I
here.
don't
This is just
know.
printed on a.
It's not bad. I still stand by, like, the level of delusion when you first start drag is really fierce. I was standing in front of an oscillating fan when that photo was taken too. So I was feeling every fantasy you've... I was like... the whole day I was wearing that, I said, you can't tell me that I'm not a woman. And I had a full beard. You can't tell me I'm not a woman.
We love that.
Listen, do you know what? Drag delusion is fierce.
It's real.
That's how you get self-confidence, honey. That's how you get self-confidence.
Bless. Okay, well.
I was like, I knew it was going to be some rough photo. I'm glad it was that one. There's a lot worse out there that you could have chosen.
I know. I was like, this is somewhat flattering.
You know what? I'm also the drag
Not
queen that,
really.
like, I know there's so many drag queens out there that have, like, gone back on their Instagram and, like, culled their early photos.
Yeah.
Go have a look at it. If you want to really find out what she really looked like and you've only just followed me, go right to the bottom. She's still there. She's the first photo.
Yeah. That's how I found
photo,
it.
yeah.
That's how I found it.
It gets worse and then it gets better and then it gets worse again. And then it stays worse.
Where can everyone find you?
They can find me on the lines, on the interwebs at the Jackie Daniels. CKIE, obviously.
Yeah.
The
Duh.
Jackie Daniels. The one and only. The Diva Award winning. The hairy girl.
One last question before we wrap up. Who's your favorite artist?
My favorite of all time. Oh gosh, it's really hard.
There is a correct answer to this.
Oh, you?
That's
Yeah, it's you.
I was like,
It's Andre, everyone.
yeah, it is.
But if I had to pick a second one.
Yeah. So, what's your second favorite?
No, because I want you to know who it is. It's a band called Rascal Flatts.
That
They're called Rascal
rings
Flatts.
a bell for some reason.
They're very country, very
Okay.
American. They haven't had an album for ages, but they've just released a new one and it's quite fierce. Also, the Wiggles new album slaps really hard.
I saw you promoting that.
Bitch, I
yeah.
love the Wiggles new album. It's really fierce.
I tried listening to
Lady
a couple
Gaga
of them.
hoops, but Wiggles is where it's at, honey.
I went to school with the dancing tree. He's like gone viral for being
There's
a
a
dancing
person in
tree.
the tree?
In the Wiggles.
Oh.
But that's because he's like a Nepo baby. His dad was the manager of the Wiggles. Still is, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would still do it. I would love to be Dorothy the dinosaur.
Thank you for being here today,
Thank
Jackie
you, my
Daniels.
love. I love talking shit.
Yeah.
Fierce. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I hope you've had a
Gorge.
good time.
Gorge. I loved it. Yeah, triggering, but that's okay. Otherwise, great.
Yeah, this is just...
She can
yeah.
go to sleep now. She's going to sleep now. She's dead. That's Willow. She's
Yeah,
dead.
rest in pieces. Well, this has been...
Sabotage.